Hi, Jessica. How you doing? Cheryl, how you doing? Good evening. Hi, Amy. How you doing? Jessica. Rory, how you doing, Rory? Good evening, everyone. Hi, Cheryl Hatfield. Cheryl Hatfield in the room. Jessica's a headache. They ain't good. Hi, Brad, Brenda, and Kim. Brad, Brenda, and Kim in the room, guys. Cheryl finished her shoulder therapy today. Hi, Kathy. Kathy in the room. Rory just took 2 tablets for her headache. Hi, Amy. Amy in the room, guys. Hi, Hillbilly. How you doing? Hillbilly in the room. Hi, Rhonda. Rhonda K in the room, guys. How you doing, Rhonda? And Penny. How you doing, Penny? There's Frugal Granny. How you doing, Frugal Granny? Hi, Deborah. Deborah in the room, guys. Hi, Stia Bees. Stia Bees, everyone. Do, do, do. Hi, Wildflower. How you doing? Frugal Granny's hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit. Hair in a biscuit. We're getting some snow. Let's go look at the snow. Barbara in the room, guys. How you doing, Barbara? You guys want to see some snow? I do. Well, we need some light on the subject. We're getting a little bit. It's not as bad as right now. One's coming down a lot hard. Oh yeah, it's coming down pretty hard. Some big old flakes. Ho ho ho, we got a little snow. Ho ho ho, we got a little snow. Ho ho ho, just a little snow. Oh, Rory, you didn't have to do that. I didn't need any postage. You already, I didn't need any postage. But thank you. Rory sent us a super chat, Angel. I Addicted said chicken dance. Hi, addicted to diving in the room, guys. Thank you, Victor and Rory. Hi, Janet. Janet in the room, guys. Hi, Cherie in the room. Hi, Tina. Hi, Rose. Rose and Tina in the room, guys. Hey, Frank. Anita, how you doing, Anita? Anita has one crazy daughter. Is that a new sweatshirt, Frank? It is. I got it from Love Dove. Along with my dumpster for Christmas. Hi, Kisty. Kisty in the room, guys. Jessica said my husband's cooking spaghetti and chicken, hamburger, meatballs for dinner. And chicken, hamburger, meatballs for dinner. You mean the meatballs are made out of chicken, is what you're trying to tell me? A sweatshirt is a sloppy Joe in Australia. I like sweatshirt better, said Rory. I wish I had a husband to cook me dinner, said Addicted. And Brad hasn't ate today. Do. Yes, Frank. That doesn't sound good, Jessica. I'd pass on the meatballs and the sauce, too. I'll take some, just the plain spaghetti. Do. Hi, Frugal Granny. Frugal Granny in the room, guys. I loved her in the room. Virtual coffee for everyone, said Frugal Granny. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Jessica. Have a bowl of cereal, Brad, and a peanut butter sandwich. Victor's cooking chicken stir fry and noodles tonight. It's cold here today. Chicken stir fry. I don't got any milk or bread, said Brad. Oof. No milk or bread equals nothing good. Hi, wee bird in the room, guys. And Miss Southern Belle. How you doing, Miss Southern Belle? It's snowing in the rain, just snowing in the rain. Have you got your mail? I have not, Miss Southern Belle. It's snowing out there and I didn't go out yet. Oh, you sent it to my post office box too, didn't you, Miss Southern Belle? So that means it's at the post office, so no, I haven't been there yet. It was closed on yesterday because of the holiday, and then Tina had baked chicken cutlet and chicken fried rice. We have snow too, said Wee Bird. Lisa, Lisa in the room. We're not supposed to get that much here. It depends on the lake. I gotta get to the post office though. I'll probably go tomorrow. It felt like spring here. 68 degrees, said Kisty. Hell yeah, brother, 68. That sounds good to me. Amy said it's 27 here in Michigan, but it feels like 18. All I've been wanting to eat is wafers and popsicles. Yuck. That's yucky. That's sugar and that's all sugar. Have some cereal. Eat it dry. Have Cheerios. Cornflakes. Just eat it dry. It's better for you than wafers and popsicles. Have a dry ramen noodle. A ramen noodle is better for you too, and only 35 cents maybe at the store. A ramen noodle. Hot ramen noodle. Sugar-free wafers and sugar-free popsicles. Well, then there ain't no calories at all. Brad, there ain't no calories then. If there ain't no sugar, there ain't no calories, because there ain't no other form of nutrition in those products. Biscuits are good when you don't feel good, said Rory. I like and bread and biscuits and cereal when I don't feel good. Peanut butter. If my stomach isn't feeling right. Ramen noodles too are good without the packet, just a dry ramen noodle. Yep. Frank, I love all them you need. I have no appetite. Toast is good for your stomach. Hell yeah. With a little jelly on there, make it go right down too. A little butter and jelly. Ooh-wee. Maybe some apple butter. I love buttered toast. I can eat a loaf, said Brad. Ginger's good for your stomach also, said Addicted. Saltine crackers and chicken broth, said Janet. Yeah, saltine crackers is, and then peanut butter too. Pasta's easy on the stomach too, as long as you don't have any sauce with it. Twins Lawless, how you doing? Twins Lawless in the room, guys. Saltines are so biscuits over here. They're good, said Rory. I have so many saltine crackers from Dumpster right now, said Addicted. I like them with peanut butter and jelly as a snack. Not all the time, but sometimes they're pretty good with the peanut butter and jelly. That's about the only time I eat them. A little bit in a meatloaf once in a while, and rarely do I have them in soup. I usually put other things in soup. Hi, Cupcake Girl, it's cold. The wind's blowing at 25 miles an hour. Brad likes Ritz. Putting on the Ritz. Soup recipes, said Fool Ranny. Soup recipes. Hi, Angela. Angela in the room, guys. That'd be a pretty hard recipe to write down in the chat. I'm back, said Kathy. Hi, Isabel, how you doing? Isabel in the room, everyone. Hope you all had a nice day, said Isabel. We had a busy day here. Angela made veggie soup and cornbread for dinner. Cornbread, I gotta make some cornbread. I got that new famous Dave stuff I wanna try. Roy's making bacon and pumpkin soup tomorrow. It's good with half butternut and half Queensland blue pumpkins. I don't know, Rory. I never had pumpkin soup. But I like the bacon. I love it if it's made right, said Rory. Butternut squash. They have butternut squash here, Rory, instead of butternut pumpkin. I wish I could have that snow, said Marjorie. Hi, Marjorie, how you doing? I wish you could have it too. Because I don't think there's going to be enough to make a snowman, so it's only going to be nuisance snow. I like cream of broccoli soup with grilled cheese, said Rhonda. I don't really like the broccoli. I like the grilled cheese, but I don't like the broccoli in the soup. Unless it's chicken soup. I do like broccoli and chicken soup, but no cream in there, just regular old chicken soup. She already broke the room, Fool Granny. Fool Granny said hi, Angel.
Hi, Fool Granny.
Hi, Kathy said hi, Angel.
Hi, Kathy.
Brad said hi, Angel.
Hi, Brad.
Janet,
Hi, Janet.
Tina,
Hi, Tina.
Anita,
Who?
Anita,
Hi, Anita.
chicken dumplings. I love chicken dumplings. Penny,
Hi, Penny.
me too, said Angela. Yeah, I love chicken dumplings. I can eat a ton of that. We just made that not too long ago, and I did eat a ton of it. But you know what I can't wait for is salsa. Salsa and chips. Angela hasn't had it in years. Really? It's really easy to make, really, Angela. Yeah, kind of. I mean, the dumpling part is easy. The chicken soup part is a little bit of a bummer. Frank, last comment, said Jessica. I'm going. Who wants to build a snowman? I do. I do. But we're gonna need a lot more snow than we already got. Frank, don't, yeah, I do. But I can't get any ingredients for Granny. There are no ingredients available to make salsa. Those ingredients at the store aren't they can't go into my salsa. They're not worthy. The stuff comes from a million miles away, you know? It's old and shot. Hi, Buckeye. Buckeye Divers in the room, guys. I haven't seen a good pepper at the store in a long time. The last time I went, I seen some Hawken big peppers, and they looked fair, but they were still not good. Has anyone tried fried ice cream at the Chinese shop? No. Nope. I never heard of that at the Chinese shop either, Rory.
Had it at a Mexican restaurant.
Angel said she heard of it at a Mexican restaurant. I never heard of that at a Chinese restaurant before. That's interesting. Frank, we had 2 hauls in one day, said Buckeye. That's awesome, Buckeye. What'd you get? Hi, Sherry in the room, guys.
Hi, Sherry.
It is a really nice dessert, said Rory.
What are you doing?
I've had fried ice cream at Mexican restaurants, said Rhonda. Good evening, Judy. Judy in the room, guys. CM, how you doing? CM in the room. CM had fried ice cream at a Mexican restaurant. It was good. My oldest grandson left for the Marines yesterday. That's awesome, Marjorie. That's pretty cool. Tell him thank you for his service whenever you see him. Frank, I got your Christmas card, said Judy. Please tell Aunt Joyce's thank you for the Rudolph pen. Who's Aunt Joyce's? Angel? Judy said thank you for the pen. Isabel never had fried ice cream. Me either, Isabel. I've heard of it, but I've never had it. Baked Alaska is what I heard it. Frank to sexy Carl, said Jessica. And don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you, Addicted. We had fried Mars bars in batter, crunchy on the outside, melted Mars bar on the end, said Weebird. What's the weirdest food anyone tried, said Rory. Ooh, I don't try weird food. Hi, Lori, in the room, guys. I don't try any weird food, really. Unless the ingredients are all to my liking. Frank, we got joined by 2 of our subs tonight, said Buckeye. That's pretty cool, Buckeye. Octopus, said Addicted. Octopus, yuck. Mr. Lynn in the room, guys. Mr. Lynn said large butter beans and buttermilk cornbread. I did tell her thank you, Judy. The weirdest food was bear meat, said Angela. I had one taste of goose soup. One taste. And that was it. It was rubbery, just like Addicted said it was about that. It was nasty. I never had it again. Brad likes deep fried Snicker bars. CM said Gator is chewy. Cooked witchery grub is awful, said Rory. Yeah, I bet it is awful, Rory. I'm pretty sure I would know that. I went out with an Aboriginal friend and ate them raw. Hell no. I'm not eating them. I ain't eating them cooked, let alone raw. Thank you, Jessica. Frugal Granny said Phoenix likes octopus. Brad likes shark. Shark isn't that bad though. I've had shark. That's not really weird though. It's a white fish. It's pretty mainstream. I tried fried alligator. It was gross, said Marjorie. Rory said I vomited. I would have vomited too. I had sushi. Sushi is gross, Addicted. I can't eat no sushi, and it's so popular. But they got these sushi stands in all these supermarkets, and there's never anybody standing there. They spend a lot of money on sushi, but I don't see anyone buying it or standing there. I don't want any. I feel sorry for them. They look like, you got a couple Chinese people there. They're trying to look busy all day long. It must be get old to look busy all day long. Shark tastes like chicken, said Janet. Frank, get sushi that doesn't have fish in it. I don't know. I don't like seaweed either, though. I don't want that. I don't want rice in a ball, and I'm good with a hamburger and some salsa and chips, French fries, pizza. Let's get to the good stuff and forget that sushi. I'm doing alright, Lori. I can't complain. Shark is revolting. It tastes like shark, said Rory. Sushi is with coconut and sauce is good, said Food Granny. Okay then, never mind, said Addicted. When it comes to food, I'm basic, said Isabel. I like most anything, just no over the top. Right, nothing out of ordinary. That's what I say. I don't want any internal organs or external organs. Either one. I want the regular meat that everyone else eats. None of these weird animals like a turtle stew and a fried squirrel and chitlins. Rice in a ball, said Addicted. Rice in a ball. Squirrel's nasty, said Judy. You know, that's funny that squirrel would be. You would think a squirrel, even though it probably would be nasty, if you were starving to death, a squirrel would be something that would probably be healthy as hell for you. Because the squirrel, what, he only eats the damn nuts, right? In reality, that's all he's eating all day is nuts, man. He's a healthy bastard. I wouldn't want to eat him or anything, but I'm just saying he must be a healthy bastard. You know? I only like the turtle stew, said Mr. Lynn. I'm not having any turtle stew. Has anyone tried peanut butter banana marshmallow sandwich? Bell Live Vlogs. Bell Mail. Irene, if you're in here. And Stia. A new Bell Live Vlogs. Me neither, said Fool Granny. When I was a kid, I ate a groundhog, said Judy. Man, Judy, did you use a knife and a fork for that, or did you just pick him up and start eating him? Isabel likes peanut butter and banana, but never put marshmallow on it. Don't eat Scrappy, said Addicted. My grandma used to make raccoon in the South, said Angela. Groundhog, said Food Granny. Groundhog. I heard kangaroo is good, said Judy. I'm glad we don't have any kangaroos here. Do you like marshmallows? Yeah, I like marshmallows. Especially over the fire when they're really burnt up. My grandpa ate fried squirrel brains, said Marjorie. That made me chuckle, said Barbara. Ray had possum too. Possum. She'd make groundhog stew. I would have onions and carrots, celery, and cut up the meat in cubes. In cubes. That poor groundhog was cubed. They cubed his ass. He wasn't going to be telling us when spring was coming. Well, what the hell are we going to do? Someone cubed him. Boys and girls, this year we're not going to know whether we have an early spring because someone cubed him. I can't think of his name now. What's his name, Angel? This is the ground squirrel. The groundhog. I can't pull it out of my mind. Ray said hi. Hi, Ray. My ex-mother-in-law used to make pig brains and eggs, said Angela. Pig brains and eggs. Where do you ever even come up with an idea like that? Well, one day, hey, what am I going to eat today? I know. There's some old pig brains laying out there. I'm going to make that with some eggs. Maybe have a glass of milk with that. I don't know how that happens. Victor said it had the flavor all of its own kangaroo. I think on Duck Dynasty they eat squirrel brains, said Amy. Squirrel brains, there again. What are you doing? Squirrel brains? Really? Yeah, let's pass on the meat. Let's just throw the meat away and we'll eat those brains, man. That's what looks so good. I've seen Gordon Ramsay on the Food Channel frying kangaroo. They're overpopulated. People eat them all the time, said Judy. There was the neighbors that lived down the street from my aunt that was making cow tongue. Cow tongue! I know, they served that at Mexican restaurants, Anita, believe it or not. They put it in tacos and other things. It's so popular for them. It's nasty. I wouldn't eat it. In fact, I'm not even going to a Mexican restaurant that I know has cow tongue because I'm afraid that little pieces of it might end up in my food. I used to get nauseated from watching Fear Factory. I quit watching it, said Isabel. I seen a guy that got bit by a rattlesnake and went back and killed it and then ate it. Oh, Lord. And that rattlesnake funked up, didn't he? During the Great Depression, people learned to eat whatever they had, said Marjorie. Yeah, if I was starving, I would learn to eat too, but I'd be eating more things like grass and leaves than brains. I'm not gonna do it. Ray said he ate pig's head with cabbage. Oh, pig ears with good fried crispy, said Mr. Land. I can't eat deer, Rory, said CM. My grandma would eat pickled pig's feet, said Judy. Anita would not eat cow tongue. Me either, Anita. I'm not eating no cow tongue. I tried one bite of rabbit. I couldn't do it. That poor bunny, said Isabel. I had deer before. I don't even feel the poor bunny because the bunny is he'd be eating my garden. I hate the bunny in the summertime, but I'm not going to eat him because of it. Hi, Bonnie, in the room, guys. I got my Christmas card from Frank and Angel today, said Judy. Alex, how you doing? Alex in the room, guys. My dad ate pickled pig's feet too, said CM. I need my Zofram, said Food Granny. I rarely eat meat. I'm not ever going to try any of our wildlife, said Rory. People eat all kind of things, man. I seen a post on Facebook the other day. A lady was having frog legs for breakfast with fries, potatoes, frog legs, and a beer for breakfast. I don't think so. She must have a hell of a stomach too, because she's always posting stuff on there. She always has a beer in the picture. I only stick to everyday meat, said Lori. Frog legs are good, said Kathy. Were good. Were. That's a funny word. Were. What happened? Those are some tasty critters there, said Judy. I gotta check my butter beans. I'll be back, said Mr. Lynn. Hi, Maria from Portugal. Maria from Portugal in the room, guys. Hi, Cookie Lady in the room, everyone. Brad likes chocolate cockroaches. Frog legs taste like white chicken to me when I taste them, said CM. White chicken. Tastes just like white chicken, so they've probably been giving us the frog legs the whole time. We don't even know what chicken tastes like. They've been tricking us. Frank, I haven't had frog legs in a long time, said Kathy. My mom's lamb shank soup was the best thing I ever ate, said Rory. Hi, Susan from NOLA. Susan from NOLA in the room, everyone. Thank God I ate already, because with all this talk, I'd vomit, said Lori. You think you'd vomit by watching all this talk? Go watch the Bell Life video while you're eating. That's a challenge for you right there. I eat little meat, said Isabel. Usually most days, just not a lot of it. Yeah, I like to have some meat. but I like the regular meat. Hi, Nancy in the room, guys. Bonnie said the best thing she ever ate was homemade chicken and dumpling soup. I'd have to agree with you, Bonnie. I'd agree with you, and not only, not, and you know what's the shame about it for me, Bonnie? No matter what, I can't recreate the soup that I want to eat. I was taught how to make it by an old man when I was a kid. I was a little kid, and I couldn't remember the spices. I remember everything about how to make the soup, and I make it pretty close, but I can't make it. I don't know what spices he used. I can't remember. Hi, Annette, in the room, guys. I used to watch Honey Boo Boo, said Lori. They used to eat roadkill. Oh, Lord, Honey Boo Boo. Honey Boo Boo. In Venezuela, times got so bad they ate all the zoo animals. Oh, Lord, guys. They cleaned out the zoo in Venezuela. You guys voted for it. Here it comes. Get ready to clean out the zoo here, too. The Beverly Hillbillies ate roadkill, said Rory. Yeah. Jethro. Maria said, I think it's lunchtime. Everyone's talking about something to eat. Frank, you know I had an arc. 'Cause he couldn't tread water. Hi, Joni D in the room, guys. So he knew he had food. Wow. So he knew he had food? No. I guess you can handle what you grew up with, but I could never eat the liver, said Isabel. Nah. Chicken feet, said Lori. They were good. I like fried chicken, but that's not the best thing I've ever eaten. I'll have to think about it, said Addicted. What's the best dessert y'all like, said Rory. What the streets created in the room, guys. Sup? Truffle, or truffle's my favorite dessert to make, said Rory. I don't really have a favorite. Anything that has chocolate in it, I'm good. Seriously, I don't really care as long as it's chocolate. Jen in the room, guys. I love medium prime rib, said Judy. I can't say I ever had prime rib, Judy. I can't remember how my grandma made her homemade noodles. That's why I make dumplings, said Bonnie. Really? I'm the opposite. Well, we didn't have the homemade noodles. We had the dumplings when I was a kid, but that's another thing I couldn't remember how to make. I just learned how to make them. I learned how to cook too young. That was the problem. I don't remember a lot, but I remember all the basic stuff, and then I just made it up myself. I don't understand about chicken feet when you eat on them. It doesn't look like there's any meat, said Isabel. That's 'cause there ain't no frickin' meat. Hell no, there ain't no meat. I don't have sophisticated taste. I love lemon icebox pie, said Marjorie. Lemon icebox pie. Never had that either. But that sounds normal, at least. Pavlova is nice too, said Rory. Amy had some chili. Hi, Pearl in the room, guys. I've been sick again, said Pearl. Before I go to the doctor, I had to get COVID tested. Yep. Yep, that's the way they're doing it now. The salsa you make, Scrap, looks bomb. It is what this. I could sell that stuff, but unfortunately, it's hard to get the ingredients to make it because they just don't sell them at the store. They sell the ingredients, but they're not quality enough to make a good salsa with. And Joni said, I make ribs with mac and cheese and onion rings. Well, Joni's eating good tonight. Mac and cheese and onion rings. Wow. I'm drinking coffee, said Brad. Food Granny's COVID testing in the morning. I'm never gonna get a COVID test. Myself. Unless they pay me money, and a lot of it. I've been sick, said Frugal Granny. Rhonda wants a cup of that coffee, Brad. Rory and Victor are off to start their days, guys. Have a great day, Rory and Victor. Hi, Catherine. Catherine in the room, everyone. 500 for Brad. 500 for a cup of coffee. My daughter Crystal and her family test positive, said Fool Granny. You would think my son would get off his ass and come down to eat, said Joni. Ray tried that new coffee at Dee Dee. It's supposed to have lots of caffeine in it. Yeah, I tried it too. I decided to throw it away. I was worried I'd get a heart attack. I'm just being honest. I didn't like it. I thought I would like it, but I just worried about it. Boom, 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 boom. Brad lives on Starbucks. Starbucks is expensive, Brad. Are you getting all that out the dumpster? I wouldn't buy any Starbucks. They couldn't get in my pocket. But I will drink it if I find it for free in a dumpster. I get it whenever I can, said Brad. My favorite is Maxwell House. I like Maxwell House. It's good to the last drop. And it's reasonably priced and is very strong. Isabel makes her own. I had one first dose of that vaccine, so it said what the streets created. Wildflower said it. I feel like I got anything done today. You cleaned out the closet yesterday. How much you want to do, Wildflower? I had to put my feet up. It feels good. I bet it does. You've been up all day since 3 in the morning, Stia. Nabob or Maxwell. I never had Nabob before. I'm not a fan of Starbucks. I like DD all the way, but only caffeine free, said. What is DD? Never heard of DD. Oh, Dunkin' Donuts. I like Dunkin' Donuts, but I'm not paying for it either. If they give me free coffee, I'll take it. If I have to buy coffee, though, I'm gonna get the Maxwell House. I was operated on the eyes, and before the surgery, I had to do a COVID test, and we are in Portugal, said Maria.
Are you showing?
I don't care for Starbucks. I like McDonald's. Me too. I like it all. I like McDonald's too. It's good, but I'm not paying for that either, Isabel. I'm just not gonna pay for it. I'm only gonna brew my own. I just can't give them my money for coffee. My dad loves them McDonald's coffee, said Brad. If I'm on about me neither normally, said Isabel. You know what I do, Isabel? I leave a cup in the car. It just sits in the car. And when it gets empty, I put some more in there. That's just the way it is. If it freezes, it freezes. It'll thaw out with the heat, and I'll drink it when I go. But I don't mind doing that. I just like the taste of it. I don't care if it's hot, cold. Just give me a little sip, and I'm good. Nothing beats waking up with Folgers in your cup, said Judy. Quick Trip Coffee is the only convenience store and gas station I'll drink, said Bonnie. When I get coffee at the fast food restaurants, I pay 64 cents senior citizen discount, said Frugal Granny. I'm the same way. I take Mountain Dew with me 'cause everyone does Coke products, said CM. How are coffee beans like kids, said Bob Barker. They're always getting grounded. Cheryl don't like McDonald's coffee. In foreign countries, they eat mice and rats, said Angela. Mice and rats. Angela had us all beat, guys. Mice and rats. We don't stoop to that, right? Mice and rats. And then they got that poor little guy that he not only goes for the mice and rats, but he don't want the meat. He wants the brain. Bob Barker, Frank said I should tell you this joke. What kind of shoes do amphibians wear? What kind of shoes do amphibians wear, said Judy. I know you don't expect me to have the answer, Judy, 'cause I totally forgot. Frank, the brains is best, said Brad. That is right, Anita. Coffee's gross, said Wildflower. Your coffee is different. Here we drink the espresso. It's a small coffee. Yeah, I like that espresso, but I don't usually get that. But I could drink that. Because I only drink a little bit. You guys see, I sit here all night. It takes me all day to drink this. I just put a little in my mouth. That's all I need to taste. I like the taste. Just not to drink it, just to get a taste. Where's the answer for that joke? They wear open-toed shoes. Are you sure that's the joke I wanted you to tell Bob, Judy? I don't remember. They were open-toed shoes, Bob. Frappuccino, said Brad. I do remember that. I'm Mildred in the room, guys. Around here, they shut down a Chinese restaurant because they found out they were cooking cats and using them instead of chicken. So if your cat's missing, you know where it probably went. Somebody ate it. Man, I had Chinese tonight. It was good. Meow. Meow. That'd be funny if you were a delivery driver for like one of those places that just delivers any food, and you delivered for a Chinese company, and you could put a little thing in the bag that would make meowing sounds when you delivered the food. Meow. That'd be so funny. What would you guys do if they delivered your Chinese food and you heard a meow in the bag? Me too, in the room, guys. Good night, Annette. Annette's going to bed, everyone. Do 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 do. People's cats were disappearing, and they thought it was the coyotes eating them, but it was the Chinese restaurant. Well, they should have put them onto those rats in your neighbor's yard, Rory. They could have used those instead. I would ask for a refund on it, Scrap Dog, said Amy. We eat big honking cows. They eat cats, said CM. Well, maybe that's why you guys, your neighbor had those rats, because Chinese people ate all the cats. There were no cats left to control the rats. Everybody in town, though, they gave it a good review on Yelp. Yeah, it was great food, nice service. Korea, said Brad. I'm from Tennessee, said Justin. Justin's from Tennessee. I would like everyone to say a prayer for my daughter. She is at the ER. Her blood pressure is 220 over 110. Wow, that's awful, Loda. What's the matter? $220 over 110. They called the city last week again and complained about those rats in the yard coming from our yard. They said there were none in our yard, said Lori. the house is finally done. New furniture, new bedroom set, and a couple of bunk beds, said Justin. Blueberry Pop Tart. I like a blueberry Pop Tart. I just had a blueberry Pop Tart, said Judy. Oh, blueberry Pop Tart. They sell a lot of blueberry Pop Tarts.
No, it isn't.
Frank, what did you have for dinner? I had a pizza, frozen pizza for lunch with Angel, and then I had 2 of the egg rolls. I had some egg rolls left, so I had 2 egg rolls. Deborah in the room, guys. Everybody was worried about you, Deborah. Lori said another Chinese place on the other side of town was cooking seagull and saying it was chicken, and they got caught by the Board of Health. Seagull. Well, it's not monkey brain. At least we won't have to worry about that. My coworker's from China. She said people in the country eat mice and rats, said Angela. Justin had a pumpkin Pop-Tart with a big glass of chocolate milk. They throw a lot of those Pop-Tarts away too, said CM. Yes, they do, CM. I love Pepsi, said Angela. I love Pepsi. I love Pepsi. No, I don't, though. I like Coke. There's some third world country that sells fried rat or mice on a stick. I saw on TV and got sick. It was disgusting, said Me Too. Frank Gaster's sitting here watching. He's thinking about what it would taste like, one of those fried mice. Fried mice on a stick. Eat a couple and you will get sick. And next thing you know, you'll be spreading COVID. I'm doing fine, Anita said. Me too. Deborah's been really sick with her bronchitis. It got worse and both of my eardrums burst. I have an ear infection. Dolly eats fried mice on a stick, said Me too. I went to Pete's restaurant today for dinner. I had country fried steak, home fries, and a side salad with a dinner roll, said Judy. Yeah, I like that stuff. It's good. It's like chocolate milk, Justin. Like chocolate milk if you don't have any. It's got a lot of sugar in it, though. Bonnie's old neighbor said we had rats. He's the one that had the rats. He put it in his freezer to show the health inspector. Oh, Lord. I bet the health inspector was pretty surprised to see him pull them out of the freezer. I'll catch some mice for Dolly, said Deborah. Cece's Pizza, said Brad. Cece's. Sugar-free, too. That's how you make your house smell good if you got company. I just realized. Just pop a couple Pop-Tarts in your toaster. Forget about some spray in the air. Just pop a couple Pop-Tarts in the toaster. Our house smells good now. I think it was jumping in the river to save the puppies, said Deborah. Good night, Jessica. God bless you. Jessica, going to bed, guys. Frank, actually, yeah, sugar-free. Sugar-free, look at me. I like lemonade too, but I can't drink the sugar on that either, Wildflower. It'd have to be sugar-free. What time is it, said Maria? It is 7:06, Maria. 7:06. Maybe 7:07 now. Nope, 7:06. 7:06. We're gonna pick up some sticks. Think it's still snowing out there? Probably. Brad said it's 8:06. I found some more chocolate milk and Hostess snack cakes in the dumpster today, said Deborah. Time is passing fast tonight, said Rhonda. Crystal Light makes pretty good sugar-free lemonade. What is the difference with pink lemonade? I know, because I think it has more sugar in it, me too. Or if it's sugar-free, it has more fake sugar in it. And it looks better. Let's see the snow, said me too. Alright, let's go see some snow. I need to get up. Oh, and stretch my Legos. I got a Lego today and one tomorrow. I'm not gonna make you beg or borrow. I'm gonna turn on a light and say it's snowing outside. The cars are getting covered and it's snowing all night. It's snowing all night, guys. Snowing all night. And the next thing you know, the snow was coming down. The Scrap Dog said, we're gonna have to move away from this town. The snow is too cold and I want to go somewhere else. I found some weird magnets in the dumpster today, said Deborah. Hi, Belle B. Belle B in the room, guys. Cupcake Girl said, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. You're welcome, Brad. Not too much, Wildflower. It's not supposed to be that much. I don't know exactly. It depends on a lake. The wind off the lake. Maria said that's where you're talking about food. Here it's time to go to bed. It's 11. It's 1 hour 10 p.m. said Maria. They're powerful keep the magnets, Deborah. You could go magnet fishing. Hi, Belle B. I get the clear American flavored water from Walmart, said Wildflower. Don't drive in the snow anymore, said Isabel. Not me either. I mean, I'll drive in the snow, but not in my truck. And Angel's car needs to go in for a service. I don't want to drive her car. So I'm not wanting any snow, but we'll see what happens here. We have a storm warning until 7 a.m. Wednesday. Coke tastes like medicine, said Angela. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight. Walking through a winter wonderland, said Lori. We have a winter storm warnings here too, said Deborah. I hate having to clear it off the car. Yeah, I don't like it either. You know what stinks is because you gotta make double. When you use a snowblower, you don't want to pack the snow down with your feet before you snowblow. So it kind of sucks because you gotta snowblow before you clean the car off. Because if you clean the car off, you pack all the snow down around your car. So you have to do it backwards. Then you gotta go back and clean all the snow that you clean off your car, or go out on the road with it if you're lucky enough to be able to do that. Ray's out diving tonight. He said he hit the jackpot at Five Below. I can't wait to see what he got, said Lori. Years ago, the original recipe actually had cocaine in it. Yep, it sure did. So did Pepsi, though, to be honest. Pepsi had it in theirs, too. I have a soda stream maker that makes homemade pop. It's very good, said Amy. Sometimes my lock's freed up. My neighbors told me to put a piece of masking tape over the lock. Yeah, that's a good idea. And you know, you can spray some oil in there too. Me too. Spray a little oil in there. Not WD-40 though. Regular type of oil. Not a whole bunch, just a little bit. You can also do that with the seals on your car door. You take like a rag and put a little bit of oil on there, vegetable oil even, and rub that on the seals so that your doors open easy in the winter. Hi, Joy Berta. How you doing? Joy Berta is watching from the Iligan City, Mindanao, Philippines. I found 3 cases of Mountain Dew in a dumpster today, said Deborah. Lori had some ear infection. I have auto start on my car. I know we got that too, Isabel. Angel has that on her car. It's really nice with the auto start. It's really, 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 really nice. I told you, they should just have that on all cars. It should be just a standard equipment. Auto start and heated seats, Frank. Yeah, we got the heated seats too. I'd rather have the auto start over the heated seats though. If I had to choose, I'm gonna choose the auto start. The heated seats are okay, but they're only good for a little bit. They get too hot. Even on the low setting, they get too hot. I don't want my butt hot. It's not good for men to have a lot of heat up under there anyway. You know, that's what they tell you. Good night, Maria. Hot bun, said Irene. Irene in the room, guys. Bell Life new video, Irene. It's on the Bell Life vlogs, though. They're not eating nothing. They're just gonna open up mail. They get a ton of mail. You wouldn't believe all the stuff they get in the mail. It's unbelievable. Every week they get more mail than I get in 2 years. I have to have heated seats. It makes my back feel better, says ZM. I'm not letting them put tubes in my ears again, said Deborah. My granny would fry white onion and put in a white cheese towel and put it over our ear overnight, and the earache was gone, said Cupcake Girl. Someone else said that they had that. Someone else was telling that same story, Cupcake Girl, but they said that what they did is stop telling their ma that they had an earache, so they wouldn't get that treatment anymore. I started a new one today, said Irene. I had a used car with really good air conditioning, and one day I was driving and felt so hot I thought, there goes the AC. Turns out I had turned on the heated seats that I didn't even know about, said Me Too. The new manager's tossing good stuff in the dumpster almost every day, said Deborah. Me, said Barbara. I think that's why I love onions, said Cupcake Girl. Heck yeah, Deborah, said Brad. Those seats could burn your booty, said Me Too. Yeah, they could burn your booty. I don't need a heated seat though, but I'll take it if it's in the car, I guess. But I do like the electric start. Remote start, you can't beat that. I use it all the time. You know what colors I love? Pink and purple, said Lori. Pink and purple. Pink's my favorite color, said Me Too.
Me too.
I'm in love with purple too, said Mildred. Irene said, hi, Angel.
Hi, Irene.
Thumbs up for Angel, said Me Too. I'm also a pink fan, said Isabel. Blue's my favorite color, and purple next, said Rhonda. My house is pink and purple, said Lori. My doctor gave me cough medicine with codeine in it, said Deborah. I don't like that stuff. I wouldn't want that.
If you don't shake it, all of it will end up on the bottom.
We can tell you like Pink Angel, said CM. Cupcake Girl said, hi, sweet angel.
Hi, sweet cupcake girl.
Irene said green. My
Ew.
husband has a remote start and heated seats in the front and back and a heated steering wheel. I've never tried a heated steering wheel yet. Wildflower. That's one I've never tried yet. I'm surprised that your mom's car didn't have a heated steering wheel.
Right. Oh.
Cheryl Hatfield said, "Hi, sweet angel.
Hi, sweet Cheryl.
My coughing is bad. It keeps me up at night," said Deborah. It would be nice to have a cold steering wheel in the summer. Hell yeah. And cold seats too, right? We want cold seats in the summer to keep our ass chilled and a cold steering wheel.
Mother's gonna smack you.
Oh, I'm allowed to say ass because it's a donkey. We're back in 8th grade.
Oh, it's babysitting.
Wildflower said, "Hello, angel."
Hi, Wildflower.
Isabel said, "Lol." Heated steering wheel is nice when you're dumpster diving, said CM. Sir Frank, take care of your health. Don't smoking every time. I won't smoke every time. Joybird. My favorite color is black, said Judy.
Rocking everywhere.
My son's new car has air conditioning in the seat, said CM. Because of your hot. I'm glad that it blocked that, Isabel. YouTube blocked your comment. I'm glad too. I wasn't going to read it. I can't be near people when they're smoking, said Deborah. My husband also had vented seats, said Wildflower. I can wear any other color with black, said Judy. Yesterday I breathed someone's cigarette smoke through my mask and I wondered if that meant I breathed their breath. It did. It did though. That's why it's pretty silly. It did though. Smoke kinda lets you know that. You know? Smoking stinks. Frank is ignoring me for the 5th time. I said hi, Angel, said Lori.
Hi, Lori Hugs.
Maybe it was from the cigarette, but either way, said me too. I also like dark purple, dark hunter green, but mostly generally black. I would prefer. When I quit smoking, I go sit by someone who smoked. I like the smell, said Isabel. You're welcome, Lori. That's funny, Isabel is gonna sit by someone who smoked. I always remember that King of the Hill episode where Bobby's hiding behind the guy in the park bench when he's smoking a cigarette so he could get a sniff of that cigarette. I like to smell a cigarette on a cold night, said me too, but that's the only time. Cigars make me ill. And when it comes to chicken, I prefer dark meat, said Judy. Retracted from Isabel. Hi, Shirley W. Shirley W. in the room, guys.
Hi, Shirley.
Never buy a car with this transmission, said Scotty Kilmer. I woke up with Peanut's butt in my face. I'm glad she didn't fart, said Deborah. Yeah, that wouldn't have been good. Brad, smoke a big fatty. Your appetite will come back, said Judy. Yeah, that's expensive for an appetite to come back, though. Big fatty.
Want her money for food, yeah.
I thought that said peanut butter, said me too. But Brad's going for it. He's gonna do it, Judy. Mr. DOG in the room, guys. No, $20, Frank. That's a lot of money, though. Each time you want to have a fatty. How many fatties you smoke in a day, Brad? Ah, Joy K in the room, guys. I get sick from the smell of cigarettes. Thank God Ray stopped smoking. And when he did smoke, he never smoked around me. Frank, did you ever start any of your seeds for the garden inside? Yeah, we did. And we're gonna do some this year too, Judy. None, Frank, said Brad. Hey, dog. Mighty one in the room, guys. Frank, bowls. Brad smoking a bowl. I'm back. I went to Popeyes. Well, you guys were all jabbering, said Kisty. Now I get to eat crunchy fried chicken. Frank, you just got to start yourself an herb garden. There's only one herb I want to grow, and they'll put me in jail for that. I love Popeye's biscuits. I do too. I do too. They're not very good though if you don't eat them right away. If you let them sit, they get hard like a rockin' brick. But they're good right away. They sure are. It's legal here, said Brad. Not here. They'll hang you by the biggest tree here. Biscuits are never good cold, said me too. It's legal here, said Deborah. Yeah, I'm in one of those states. This will be like the last state that decriminalizes it. It'll be forever here. Frank, you just mix it in with your tomato plant. Hell no, Judy. You know my neighbors. They'll tell on me quick. They'll be so happy to tell on me. Ray always went outside to smoke. If the bunnies nibble on it, they'll get loopy, said me too.
Dog.
Hi, Joy Bertha said if you have more dumpster hauling chocolate, you gotta share with us. Said Joy Bertha. Thank you, Penny. I don't smoke either, and I don't wanna, said Anita. Hell no, I don't wanna smoke either, Anita. But I don't wanna suffer either. It's only we go if you have a medical card, said Judy. Deborah's sucking on dumpster candy canes. Where's Miss Merle, said Mr. DOG. And it's only legal to cultivate if you're going for a medical dispensary, said Judy. What state is that? In Illinois, you can grow. I don't know how to smoke clings to fabric. It's because it's oil, me too. It's oil. It's like an oil, sheen of oil. I wonder how many candy canes end up in the dumpster every year, said me too. A lot. But it's not a complete bad thing, candy cane ain't nothing but sugar. That's the last thing Americans really need is sugar. Frank, grow in your basement. Hell no, Mr. DOG. What are you guys trying to get me put up in jail here? Hell no. Grow in my basement. They'll make I do that, they'll make a example out of me, Mr. DOG. I'll be the example. Happy Chipmunk, said Lisa. I got a good dumpster score the other day. Candy cane, said Deborah. Lisa said hi. Hi. Is it me you're looking for? I have a headache. I'm sorry, Janet. God bless you. I hope your headache goes away before you go to bed, too. It sucks trying to sleep with a headache. My son moved into his new house and neither of them smoked, but the people that lived before they bought it smoked and the walls smell like cigarettes. Yeah, they're gonna have to paint. The only way to get rid of that is paint, and before they paint, they're gonna have to clean them walls. It's not easy. It took me 2 years to do the living room. Of course, I procrastinated, but you gotta wash the walls with like Dawn, and then you gotta rinse them. Not just wash them, but then you gotta rinse them off with a rag. Get that oil all off of there, and before you put down your paint. Frank, if you go to jail, I'll take your dumpster out, said Mr. DOG. I live in Ohio, said Judy. Hey, beans are doing good, said Mr. Lynn, so I put some taters on for smashed and fixed to do some cornbread. Man, Mr. Lynn's cooking it up tonight, guys. Remember that soap called Soilex for washing walls before painting? No, I don't. I use Dawn when I do mine because it cuts the grease. It goes right through the tobacco. Good night, Mr. Lynn. Have a great meal. Mr. Lynn is pulling up, guys. My daughter-in-law used bleach on her wall since they are all white. Yeah, the bleach won't work though, Lori, because it's not really, it's oil. And the Dawn will strip that oil off of there. I don't think the bleach will strip the oil. Bleach isn't like an oil distributor. It's not something you really use for grease. And not only that, it's not good for your walls. because the bleach, the residue will sit there and it will eat your walls. I wouldn't put bleach on there unless I was going to be able to rinse them bad boys off extremely good. Frank, I do 6 every year. I intertwine them with my vegetable tar," said Judy. "I will tell her to use Dawn on it, Frank. The bleach didn't work." You can't even get seeds here, Judy. Yeah, Dawn will work. But then they should still paint over the top of that. Yeah. And don't forget about the ceiling too. They're not gonna. It isn't just on the walls. It's on the ceiling too. Um, Lori, it's gonna be on the ceiling. They're gonna have to wash the ceiling too. I had to do that too. It was a pain in the ass. I needed it for pain, but the dispensaries are hoop to go through are expensive. Yeah, they're ripping the people off, Lisa. It's all scam now. That's what the government did. It turned it into a scam for themselves. My favorite is Gorilla Glue #4, said Judy, but my second is Bruce Banner. And then Rose. My dog, he keeps talking about it. I thought the money might be a motivator, said CM. I buy Dawn dish soap and I buy other cleaning supplies that does not have chemicals in it, said Amy. Try Tommy Chong's oil, said Mr. DOG. Yeah, it comes off pretty easy. Unfortunately, you gotta use the grease cutter, you know. In a sink like that, it come right off. My brother had a cat smell in the house, and when we bought it, it was hard to, yeah. And it's really messed up with the animals, because if a person had an animal that pissed a lot on the wood, it soaks into the wood. It's going to be there forever. Same with cement. If they piss in the cement, it goes down in the cement. Cement is not, people don't think things go through cement, but cement, it goes into the cement and it stays in there. You smokers need to remember you have a friend in California with little or no respect for the law, said Eric. Sometime we wash dirty foster kittens with Dawn. They have that liquid soap for babies, said Me Too. Lisa's gonna check that. See, they rip you off at those CBD places, Lisa. Be careful. Angel went into our CBD place to ask what they thought she could use for the first time she ever been in their store. And the first thing they recommended her was like the most expensive shit you could buy. So be careful. They're like little car dealers in the CBD place. Yeah, well this one won't do you. The $50 charges won't do you. You're gonna have to step up to the $100 jar. And look how small it is, but it really will work. No thank you, sir. You ain't getting me to buy it for $100. Deborah washes Peanut and Dawn. I used to wash Kara and Dawn too. I mixed it though. I'd wash her in shampoo. I'd mix. I'd use some of my own shampoo too. But she had to be washed like 3 times each. When you washed her, you had to soap her up 3 times. That happened to me, Frank. I went in for hubby and they wanted 75 for an 8-ounce tube. He's no. Right, that's a real. They're so stupid too. They're just really stupid, Irene. I mean, they don't do much business. We got this big old place. They pay a big old money for the rent there, and they barely have any cars there. And then when they do get a car, the first thing they're gonna recommend is something that costs $100. They're not very smart. They're just not. Dang, see him? You make me want to put out my cigarette. I'm doing it right now. I hate reading that kind of stuff. It scares me to death. I won't pay that I get my pain meds cheaper, said Irene. When my kittens get real bad, they look like puffballs when they're dried, said me too. My one neighbor has so many cats, when I walk past her house, I smell cat piss. Yeah, that's messed up right there. Cement is porous. You were right about that. It is porous. Frank, I am an irregular heartbeat, said Brad. I will check online. At the store, they gave me a free sample. Wow, that's cool. They didn't offer Angel any free samples. No, that would have been a good thing for them to do, but they didn't do that. Can we see the snow? Yeah, we can see the snow, and then we're gonna sing the Mickey Mouse. Put the money in a jar instead of smoking, said CM. I can't stand the smell of cats, said Irene. Not all cats stink, though. It depends on the cat. It really does. The last cat I had that I considered my cat, he went outside to poo and pee, and he never stank. I'd say he spent 3/4 of his time outside, 1/4 of his time inside, and I never smelled him. He never had fleas or bugs of any kind. He kept himself really healthy. Cats are really good about that. It depends on the cat. That's what it really boils down to. What the cat. All right. Yeah, it's still snowing. Still snowing. Not really super hard, but it's hard to tell here on the porch. When I poke you guys out, you'll be able to see better. Over there, you can see in the light. Alright, I gotta close the door though, because the angel's gonna get mad at me.
Not seeing your lights back on.
But, yeah. A little bit. Not much yet though. I'd say that's not even an inch. Or right around an inch. Alright, we're gonna sing that Mickey Mouse song. And I'm gonna go have me a snack. Like a heart attack. just looking at something right quick, guys. I'm sorry. Alright. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. MIC. We'll see you real soon, guys. KEY. Why? Because we love you. MOUSE. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. Forever let us hold that banner. High, high, high. I'm giving it to Wildflower. Wildflower got it, guys. Right when I put my hand up, Wildflowers popped up. Alright. It's Wildflower. Hi, Sarah. Sarah in the room, guys. Good night, Sarah. It's snowing out, Sarah. Good night, Brad. Good night, Sarah. Good night, Judy. Good night, Mr. DOG. Good night, Mildred. Good night, Rhonda K. Good night, Amy. Good night, Anita. Good night, Annie. Good night, Peggy. Good night, Irene. Good night, Mildred. Good night, Priscilla. Good night, Lisa. Good night, Wildflower. Good night, Tina. Good night, Rose. Good night, Me Too. Good night, Lori. Good night, Cheryl. Good night, Deborah. Good night, Kisty. Good night, Stia. Good night, Penny. Good night, Sherry. Good night, Judy. Good night, Amy, Anita. I think I got everyone now. Good night, Brad, Brenda, and Kim. I think I got everybody. Here we go, round and around the mulberry bush. Ping. The monkey chases the weasel. Spawn.